Hello, guys. It's good to be back. Okay, let's start with Dan. Your laugh is very contagious and quite scary sometimes. It looks like you're not going to be able to ever stop, but nevertheless very, very funny, and we all like it a lot. So that's probably what your friends meant. And that's a very good drawing of the pathogen on your t-shirt. The real photos of whatever that bacteria was weren't so pretty, on the other hand. Okay, doctors. Well, I do have mixed views about these, because on the one hand I do think that some of them may try to just cure whatever it is that's wrong with you with pills, prescriptions, whereas you don't just only need that. Obviously they'll tell you to rest and not do too much exercise or whatever else, but you can't just be like, oh, you've got this disease so you need that pill. I don't think it's that simple. But then I wouldn't know too much about medicine or doctors, would I? The times I've been to my GPs, there was one time where I told him I would rather not take pills. I had my glands were quite big here. I think it was quite near tonsillitis, but you know. And he just said to mix some salt and water and lemon and gargle on it, which I thought was a very good solution, because you don't always need to take medicines. I don't think that's good for you anyway, because then if you just keep on taking paracetamol all the time, or aspirins, then your body's gonna become immune to it at one point, and they're not gonna work. But then on the other hand, I do think that a hell of a lot of people go to their GPs for very silly illnesses, like a cold or a headache or a stomachache, or sometimes they just go to the drugstore and get paracetamol. But I do think a lot of people go to their doctors for things that they could either cure at home, or that they just need to give time for their bodies to get rid of the illness. They don't have to be like, oh my god, I'm going to die, let's make a doctor's appointment. And I think the fact that quite a lot of people do that has maybe doctors are aware of this, and then when someone that actually has a very serious maybe cold or headache, the doctors may not actually believe that it's that bad. They might think that they're exaggerating. So yeah. Owen, I like the hero opening sequence thing. That's quite cool. How did you do that? And I'm glad you had a good time in New York. I loved it when we went to New York 3 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. It was such a good trip, but I think that also was influenced by the fact that everyone that went was quite nice. But I love the city, and I love how... Okay, my camera ran out of battery as well, Owen. But as I was saying, I love the city, and the fact that there was just so many things to look at on just a normal street, because there's so many things going on. And we also went to the Empire State Building, and you just got such amazing views from there. And we got up there around sunset, so there was this really nice warm kind of orangey yellowy colour on the buildings, and the photos that I took there looked amazing just because of the colour of it. It was so nice. But I was also recording in a video camera, and you cannot hear anything because it was so windy, like you said. It's just and I have a red nose because my nose goes when it gets cold, which is so funny. But yeah, I really loved that trip. What else? Oh yeah, I'm only 2 episodes away from finishing Heroes, which is good and bad, at once. But when I do finish the season, I'll let you know, and, well, I'll probably talk about it anyway. I went on the website that you suggested about the name thing. I think it's a good idea to, I don't know, just say random things every so often, jokes, facts, or whatever. I've got some funny facts here that I just typed on Google, just because you interested me. And I'm going to read you out one of the meanings of my name on the Urban Dictionary website. Right, so Carla, an admirably smart and beautiful woman who is also classy and good-humoured, cheerful, bubbly, and happy. Most importantly, is good-hearted and has great intentions. Passionate and loving, person who does not realise how gorgeous she is, good dancer, loves to please others. Note, aggressive at times, also shorter than most, which I don't think is true for me because I am pretty average height. Yeah, well that's the first out of quite a few meanings. There's 5 of them. The second one you can go and read if you want by yourselves, because I'm not prepared to read it out. And the 5th one, Carla is a classy lady, a person who is always up for a night out, someone both interesting and funny, has alcoholic tendencies, is crazy for sex, will carry out sexual favours in return for chicken. Yes. Adam, I did like your opening sequence. I think it's quite cool. Reminds me of The Matrix on 24. But I still prefer Heroes just because I love it so much. And as I'm on the subject, I would like to say thanks to Daniel for giving me all the episodes, because my life would have been very different if I was deprived of Heroes. Which I would have been because I can't use torrents at university. Yeah, I think that might be it. I'm just going to finish off with some facts that I found on the internet, like the funny facts. Okay, now did you know facts? They're the best ones. Did you know that the Donald Duck comics were banned from Finland because he doesn't wear pants? They're obviously American, these facts. Did you also know that the cigarette lighter was invented before the match, which I think I might have heard from someone? Did you know that butterflies taste with their feet? That Coca-Cola was originally green? That it is impossible to lick your elbow, and I have tried. It's pretty impossible for me anyway. And that if you yelled for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, you would have produced enough sound energy to heat 1 cup of coffee. So if the resources of energy in our planet run out, we will still be able to have a warm coffee. Which I think is very important to know. Yeah, that is it from me this week. We'll see you all next week.